dangerous.
Oh, come on, this is ridiculous. They aren't here anymore. Let's go check our rooms.
Oh, I just thank God they didn't take my Chinese vase. Oh, I'm gonna check the kitchen. Oh, wait, don't leave me. What'll I do if they come back?
Show them your slides of Hawaii.
Mama's jewels. I can never replace them. Oh, I'm just beside myself. And you ought to see the mess they made in there. They flat tore this place apart.
They were probably looking for drugs.
We have Maalox and estrogen.
Right. Oh, honey, trust me. Martinique is perfect. It has everything. And all the men speak French.
What do the women speak?
Rose, honey, everybody speaks French.
Well, then we can't go there. I don't know any French.
Oh, honey, don't worry. All you need to know are two phrases. Yes and no, your roommate.
Confused. He got lucky and they now live on Maui. Oh, it's really wonderful. A 65-year-old man with gout learning to windsurf. I hope.
You better keep an eye on her.
Oh, you're right. You better stick to her like a tight shirt on a sweaty farmhand. You know the type with the big biceps and the hairy chest just glistening in the hot sun? I'm sorry, what were you talking about?
If you get rid of it, the sore heals and you feel better.
Anger is like a piece of shredded wheat.
You want poetry? You listen to Neil Diamond. You want good advice? You listen to your mother.
Maybe you're right.
Meet Mr. Burt Reynolds. Why don't we just make a great big old weekend out of it?
We can't afford a hotel over on the beach.
I'll find one we can afford. What do you say, girls?
I think it's a terrific idea.
Okay.
Oh, good. Okay, you can start tomorrow. Well, I'm off to Miami Beach to find us the perfect hotel for our perfect weekend.
Oh, a hotel.
Back. You see, what happened was...
Oh, you don't have to explain. My mother already told me all about you.
Honey, why didn't you tell us you were coming?
Yeah, I could have cooked all your favorite meals.
Well, my job at the jazz club ended early, so I decided to come visit for a few days.
Oh, I'm so glad you did.
You play jazz?
A child prodigy, the only one.
I felt that way when my wife died.
You did?
Absolutely. Of course, I didn't let that stop me.
You mean you just make love and feel lousy?
Well, I'd feel lousy about it, but otherwise I'd feel terrific.
What would Mrs. Claus say?
Not to mention Mrs. Kleckner.
Who was that?
He's a Santa Claus.
You're kidding. I thought it was Fidel Castro. I meant, what was he doing here?
Blanche picked him up at the mall.
Well, I can't help it. There's something about a man in a Santa Claus... Hit it!
Isn't she incredible? What do you say, girls? Can she stay?
I guess so. All right.
Oh, thank you.
But just be sure and keep her in her cage.
Oh, maybe I can convince the Count to get...
Father could eat dinner, read the newspaper, make love, give himself a pedicure all within an hour. And he never got up from the kitchen table.
Well, I think the McDowells were delightful.
I did too.
So did I. Oh, I just love to welcome people to the neighborhood.
Morning to help with this fundraiser.
That's what being a Sunshine Cadet is all about.
I know, and I so admire your motto, spread it around.
That's sunshine, Blanche. Spread sunshine around.
Whatever. Daisy, Mrs. Nyland put some things out on her bed before she left.
Girls, this time I think we have really hit the jackpot.
Oh, me too. This wedding consultant business is the smartest thing we've ever done.
I don't know. I'm a little nervous about tomorrow. I've never cooked for 300 people.
Please, in Sicily, we did it all the time. And we didn't have the modern conveniences you have today.
Yes.
Oh, Blanche, you look terrific. You look like you lost 15 pounds.
Well, thank you, Sophia.
Oh, that's your thigh. I thought it was part of the couch. Blanche, try to remember, gravy isn't a beverage.
Blanche, Ma broke her glasses. She can't see. Elliot, did you make a pass at Blanche or not?
Absolutely not.
He's lying. Look at him. He's twitching. And blinking. He's lying and twitching and blinking. He is blinking, Dorothy.
Maybe I had better wait for you in the car.
Hi, girls.
Oh, hi, Rose.
Sophia, what are you doing with that heavy coat on inside the house?
You tell me, Rose.
Dorothy, was Sophia naked just now, or does...
Besides, I've seen the way you all drive.
Oh.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
It was nice of your folks to let you join them in Hawaii.
Yeah, they've never ignored me on an island before.
David, you listen to me. Now, they want the three of you to start over from scratch, so the least you can do is meet them halfway.
I'll try.
Oh, I hope he's going to be all right. Oh, Dorothy, that was so sweet of you. Telling him he could come live with us.
I meant it.
It's going to be awfully quiet around here without him.
I'll say, no more listening to Dorothy snore.
Ma, I do not see.
Your daughter is a very good player, Sophia. She must have picked it up from you, huh?
How do you know I'm a good bowler?
Because you were so good at bocce ball. Remember, we played together once?
Oh, yeah, after the grape harvest. Boy, that was a nice afternoon.
Ma, what are you doing?
I'm giving the leftover meatloaf a thrill. What do you think? It's hot as hell in here.
Close it before the food spoils.
Okay. Life. Which makes you the most pathetic human being on this planet.
Well, I love Elvis. Oh, Blanche, I would be honored if you would be the first member of the Hunka Hunka Burnin' Love fan club.
I graciously accept and promise to do a good job as president.
Sleeps only in the daytime.
I know, and then at sunset she makes a big pot of coffee and sits up all night with that gun.
It's better than having that dog. As long as she doesn't wet the floor.
Lady, wait! Hey, lady!
Three and one is full tax, or cancer, or anything like that. There should just be a certain age where you have to turn your life in, like a library book. You pack a bag, you go, and that's that. I wouldn't know what to pack. Of course, you know, the real question is, do they have dry cleaners there? Well, dry cleaners die. There's probably a slew of them.
So what do you think?
They're adorable.
They're perfect for the show.
Take 5. Go wait in the van. It's not professional to have them here while I'm negotiating.
Negotiating? Sophia, this show is for charity.
The word charity is not in a good agent's vocabulary.
Ma,
She melted into Where exactly are your loins?
Rose, it doesn't matter. Just listen. She melted into his arms, faint now with the animal musk of him.
I didn't know people had loins. I've heard a loin of pork.
That. You have another date with Ken. Oh, Sophia, do you believe it?
And I thought my head was spinning from the splash of vino in my lemonade.
Sophia, you don't put wine in your lemonade.
No. You're right, I don't. It was a...
Well, it feels like hell. Dorothy, how do you go through this for years at a stretch?
I have compassionate friends around me.
Well, I guess eventually this was bound to happen. I can just feel my femininity slipping through my fingers. And in the...
Hey!
Rose, for the past half hour, you've been humming jingle bells and yelling, hey. Now, why must you do that?
Because it's too hard to hum the hay.
Oh, boy, it is hell out.
Sophia, why are you in a priest's outfit?
Because I'm the one who's gonna marry you.
But that doesn't make any sense.
What the hell do you want from me? It's your dream.
Come on, Rose, let's get you married, but I'm still not sure.
Oh, Rose, you can't disappoint your guests.
The guess, but I have to think of what's best for me.
That's only in real life, Rose. In a dream, you do what's best.
Yes, but mostly because I don't have to swim with a duck in my mouth.
Boy, when the president gets here, am I going to let him have it? What do you think I should hit him with first? Inadequate funding for education, the plight of the hungry and homeless, pollution.
Potatoes without burning your fingers.
No, it can't be done.
It can be done. For only $12.95, over 500,000 Zabornis have already been sold. Call this toll-free number now. Remember, with the Zaborni, a day without potatoes is unnecessary.
You are amazing. You are warm and loving and caring and smart and funny, and I don't have to wear flats when I go out with you. I have an idea. Let's cut school tomorrow and go to the Bahamas and not leave our hotel room until...
Falling in love, I haven't felt this way since your father. But Tony looks at me as a friend, as a companion.
Honey, nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but I'm picturing him naked and I'm not laughing.
If you want my advice, I think you should sleep with him.
Done.
That is not...
Or Dynasty, or Falcons Landing, or one of those. They're all the same.
Oh, I thought you were the one.
Oh, please. I could never do anything like that. If you saw my brother-in-law, you'd know why.
Now, look, Rose, you're going to have to go to...
Anyone else?
Honey, you sure you're going to be all right here alone?
She'll be fine. If someone breaks in, she'll just have to sleep with them.
It's gonna be different this time. See, I'm on this drink it off diet. You have 2 shakes and a sensible meal every day. You lose weight the fast, easy way.
I prefer the Italian diet. You drink a bottle of wine, make a smart remark, then get your jaw wired.
Oh, Ma, I'm making dinner. What would you like to eat?
A nice thick T-bone steak, corn on the cob, and pecan pie for dessert. Now ask me what I can chew.
I'll start soaking the cornflakes now.
Girls, you will never guess who was just...
And you don't.
Oh, Saturday night kid stuff. Get lucky on a Tuesday morning, then call me.
I guess I'm just not attracted to crossing guards.
Dorothy, a guy sets a folding chair up in front of my house. I want to know more.
minute he changed his mind, which surprised me because mice aren't usually fickle. But this mouse is an odd duck.
Rose, how many head wounds have you had?
When you were a child, didn't you have some beautiful, fantastic place where you'd go and it would seem just like a fairyland? Oh, that's right, you grew up in Brooklyn.
Dorothy, hurry, it's Sophia. She's passed out.
What? Oh, my God, Mark
Spence.
Lise Blanche kept her word. She didn't laugh.
And you know why? I was singing a little song in my mind, Camptown Races. I didn't hear a word you said.
She said she had a date tonight and she wants you to go out with him.
Oh, that's funny. Hey, that is really funny. I mean, that is funny.
It's even funnier the second time. Sorry, Dorothy.
Yes, listen, I missed out on a lot of things because of that fear. Then, one day...
No, don't tell me. You met a handsome pilot. He invited you into the cockpit. Of course, you said yes, as you usually do in these stories. The two of you made passionate love, and now you cannot get enough of the friendly skies.
No, that's not what happened.
Come on. Give me a minute. I'll think of something.
Love you to meet my roommates. Unfortunately, they're not home right now. I'll talk to you later, darling.
It's congested.
Well, what about my chest? It needs heat, too.
I don't care about your chest. I just care about my chest.
Well, you're the only one who does.
Okay, Dorothy, slip this on.
Oh, forget it, Ma. I don't have the strength to stand up.
If you don't try it on now, I can't finish it by Saturday.
Oh, who am I kidding? I'm not going to be able to go to that banquet.
Gorgeous? Let's give us both a big hand.
Girls, I am so sorry.
Oh, so am I. That could be an appetizer.
Well, this is good. This is all food that would have spoiled.
I am so glad that my date with Barry is tomorrow. The fat won't have time to show.
It won't?
No, it always takes a few days before it shows.
Where does it go in the meantime?
Dylan, and then making love in the mud.
You went to Woodstock?
Well, actually, it was the movie, but afterwards we did go home and make love in the mud.
I guess the 60s were a confusing time for all of us, Flan.
Oh, gee, I'd forgotten I had these candlesticks. They were Mother's. Oh, they'd be perfect for the alcove.
We'd go off chasing those rainbows together. But when the time finally came, all that was left was a big empty house and the headstone that marks her grave. And I decided that...
I understand.
No, you don't.
Why don't we start out with a tour of the house, and later on we'll sit down and go over that application you filled
They're
out.
wonderful. Oh, your house is just breathtaking.
I know.
You said it looked like a dump from the outside.
Believe who's going to be there. Dom DeLuise.
Wow!
Lonnie Anderson.
Wow!
Charles Nelson Riley. Charles Nelson Riley.
Wow, who else?
John Forsythe.
Mr. John Forsythe.
Mrs. Petrillo.
They're not here. Don't ma me, you cheap floozy.
Ma, you would do this to your own flesh and blood.
You get over it, Dorothy. And if you don't, who cares? I'm on my way to see Burt Reynolds.
Ask Blanche. He said he had friends who would lean on us.
Well, I got friends too. One phone call to Palermo, and Johnny's lunch wagon will be wearing concrete tires.
Ma, come on. The only person you know in Palermo is Uncle Vito, and he's a harmless old man.
Harmless. Give him a piece of piano wire, make fun of his limp, and see what.
Yes?
Yeah, I'm Vinny. This is Rocco. Johnny Notom sent us.
Sophia, it's for you.
It was in the shower. Sophia, hey, where have you been? I thought you were taking a nap.
I went to the video store.
Ma, I told you I'd go.
Forget it. The last time you brought back 7 brides for 7 brothers. You know how disappointed I was to...
Ma, come on, it's not funny.
The hell it's not. Gene in love with little Miss Muffet. Come on!
What is going on?
Nothing.
Simon? Yes, Garfunkel?
The 88?
Yes.
Yes? Just give us something on the beach. We'll be there on our honeymoon. Come on in, sweetheart. Door's open.
Yes, it is. Where did I go wrong with you?
You didn't.
You're a great mother.
If I were a great mother, you would be graduating from medical school, not playing doctor with my best friend's daughter here in this house.
Mom, sorry. I know it wasn't the right time or place, and it ended up embarrassing you, Grandma, and your friends.
Thanks. If I want to look at pictures, I got a photomat. Besides, Rose brought me. She's waiting outside with the dog. Hey, you ever stick your head out of a car window doing 50? What a rush!
Hello! And who do we have here?
This is my...
Said about Blanche?
Yes, Ma.
Tell her a cockamamie banquet is for her and get it over with.
I can't. I was sworn to secrecy. Hi, Blanche.
Eat dirt and die trash.
Just hold it right there, Blanche.
Look, you stay out of this, Ma.
That banquet you're so mad about?
He was your cousin. Where the relationship might have had a future.
Tell me, Blanche, did any of your relatives appear in Deliverance?
It was during the Korean conflict. I was rejected as a whack. I failed the ink blot test.
Oh, come on, Rose. Now, how can you fail an ink blot? So, just tell Jackie that you'd prefer Marla to do your hair.
I can't. Jackie and I go way back together, before Bouffant.
Oh, my God, you're practically family.
I know. So what if I switch to Marla and you take my appointment with Jackie?
But you just told...
I'm gonna take you surfing with me. Come on along, surf, baby. Wait.
You didn't come in here to apologize. Why don't you leave?
Why should I apologize?
I'll tell you why. Because you're nothing but a backstabbing Judas in sensible shoes.
Oh, yeah? Well, you know what you are? You're a 2-lira tramp with cheap bridge work.
May you put your dentures in upside down and chew your head off.
Angela, you really don't have to go.
Thank you, Dorothy. I'd like to stay, but I hate your mother. Goodbye, ladies, and thank you for everything.
She's still here?
You can't stay.
Why, you're embarrassed by your own mother?
When she's dressed like Vasco da Gama, yes.
Excuse me, am I in the right place?
Oh, wow, are you ever?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Patrick Vaughan.
I feel like such a fool.
Oh, me too.
Ulterior. My canasta club gives this hospital's Jell-O 3 stars.
Excuse me, are you the ladies who came in with Mrs. Nyland?
Yes, we are.
I'm Dr. Wallerstein. I've been treating her since she was brought in.
Oh, Dorothy, she's gonna be all right. Her doctor's a Jew.
You're kidding.
Hell no. Picture this.
Oh, come on now, honey. There's no reason to cry. Your mommy's gonna be here soon.
Still no answer at her parents' house.
They should have been here hours ago. I think we ought to call those walkathon people again.
Oh, Blanche, they said they'd let us know the minute they had any information about her parents.
I'm a sports celebrity.
Be at this hour.
Who do you think? The paparazzi. Now I know why Sean Penn gets so ticked off.
Can I help you?
Hi, I'm here to pick up Emily.
But the child services people said...
Don't you have a cousin you should be dating?
Wait a minute. I thought you said there weren't any trains until morning.
No more trains to Miami. That's the 9:20 to Sarasota.
We always keep it. Honey, the table looked fine, but with her complexion, those yellow garden lights make Dorothy look like Eric Severide.
Look out, St. Dominic. Sophia Petrillo feels lucky tonight.
Oh, right. Tonight's the big bingo game, isn't it?
The biggest, and I got my lucky handkerchief. I can't lose.
Where did you find it?
In my bra. Woman who beats her laundry on a rock? I I meant you should move here to Miami.
Oh, that's a great idea. Angela, you would love Miami.
Angela, what do you say?
Oh, I don't know. I'm too old to pick up and move to a strange country.
What are you talking about? Before your husband died, you lived here for 30 years.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, honey. Now, how much more can you see?
I don't know, but I'm going to move down front and find out.
Dorothy, what time did Mario say he was coming over?
Soon as he hears from the judge.
My honey. Oh.
Hello, Princess.
Daddy.
Oh,
Oh, honey, so good to see you again.
Wonderful.
I guess you have some pretty big news for us, huh, Kate?
Rose, why don't give them their privacy?
Here.
Listen, Rose, no offense, but I find that story a little hard to believe. You don't even like to talk about sex.
Well, it's been my experience that people who talk about it a lot don't do it very often. Candles. Okay, a wish. I guess that was kind of a silly wish. I know you can't really be here with me, Charlie. It won't be long before I meet nice people and make some new friends. I have a real good feeling about that. So, I just wanted you to know what I decided. I hope to be in Florida before the next winter comes.
Alone. Yeah, but we could. Hi, Ma. Hey, how'd you like to have... Oh, come on, Ma. That was 3-4 months ago.
Rose, what are you doing in the bathroom?
Ma, this is the kitchen.
Oh, boy, if this is the kitchen, I'm poaching an egg in the toilet.
Bald man sign.
I am talking about my recurring dream. Remember, I'm trapped in an enclosed space full of bald men. Well, I didn't tell you the rest of it. All those bald men and I are on a plane and we fly into the ocean.
You have a very beautiful country, and I have enjoyed my stay here. When it comes down to it, your lives aren't really that different than ours, except for your toilet paper. No wonder you people always look so grouchy.
Well, I'll always remember last night as a very special evening.
It was. It was a very special evening. And that's why I'm going to keep that deep, dark secret about yourself that you told me strictly between the two of us.
About getting married?
Yes,
Or that I'm not used to being with a beautiful woman like you?
yes,
Or that I'm just a naive, inexperienced man?
yes.
No. It's none of those things, Blanche. It's because I...
In limbo under the clothesline.
But I can't accept it.
Okay.
I only have half of the $2,500, and since I don't qualify for a bank loan, I'm just going to have to sell some of my stuff.
Hold it. No daughter of mine is selling her stuff.
We're talking about the aliens from outer space.
Oh, those aliens. Get out, both of you.
Dorothy, now have a heart. Rose and I rented that movie Aliens, and it just scared us half to death.
Scared me, too. That Sigourney Weaver's a sweet girl, but she really shouldn't go without makeup.
I don't have time for this.
Dorothy, you gonna show me the dress or not?
Be right there.
Get a move on. If you hurry up, I can give you an honest, unbiased opinion. And you'll still have time to return it before the...
Way. Otherwise, it'll just end up coming between the three of us. So now tell us, which one of us is it going to be? Dorothy here, or Rose, or a woman whose breasts you once described as perfect champagne glass-sized orbs of dancing loveliness?
Blanche, I did not say that.
I didn't say that.
Oh, that's what you meant.
Well, you have filled out a little bit, but I don't want you to be upset over this, Becky Sue, now, because we can fix it. I'm going to put you on a diet, baby, and I'm going to make you stay on it.
Mama, I don't want your help. I'm happy just the way I am.
Happy, baby. Look at yourself. How could you be happy?
I remember when I was a little girl when we'd get depressed. Grandma could always cheer us up. She'd take out her dentures and she'd take a healthy swig from the aquarium. And then she'd put a flashlight under her chin and we could watch the goldfish swim from cheek to cheek.
Up and down and scream a lot. Come on, Dorothy, we're on.
Sophia, Rose, honey, before you all go out, there's something you ought to know. Dorothy and I are going to team up with the Kaplan brothers.
The Kaplan brothers? You mean you and Dorothy are joining a country western band?
It's the Gatlin brothers, Rose. The Kaplan brothers.
I'll get it. Hello. Hi, Walter. How are you?
Yeah, I feel like a caged animal in heat, too. Walter, you naughty boy. Keep on talking. One itty-bitty detail about you.
That I'm a priest.
Uh-huh.
She didn't know.
What'd you think? You were just a boring dresser?
She had never seen me in cleric's clothing.
I didn't know you priests could take your clothes off.
It does not belong in a song.
Miami, you're cuter than an interuterine.
Directions and put it on his linguini instead of in his ear.
I guess if you're an idiot with a hearing problem, you do things like that.
As it turns out, it was this group of children laughing at her. And in the bubble coming out of her mouth, it says, "It's not funny. You try getting white bread and mayonnaise out of your braces." And then in the third panel...
Rose, how many panels are there?
16. And then in the next panel...
Could you just tell us the gist?
All the way here from the dealership. I'm exhausted. We're going to have to take a cab.
Hold your horses. We got something to talk about. First of all, how did you rob that bank?
It was a magnificent heist. I moved with cat-like precision.
Rocco, you're in big trouble.
By sunrise tomorrow, we'll be south of the border. Sparkling skies above us. Tropical breezes blowing across our bodies. Sophia, you with me?
No.
Sophia, I'm disappointed.
Islanders.
Michael tells us you're a singer.
That's right. Oh, I bet you know all the great oldies.
Rose.
Lorraine, why don't I just show you where to put your things?
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you, Blanche. Rose, will you excuse us?
Sure, where you going?
Nowhere, get out.
To act as a consultant on the show.
Sounds like it could be very interesting.
Oh, I doubt it. The only really interesting job on the show is being me. But I'll be glad to see what I can do. Come on, Rose, we better get going.
Oh, if you can do anything to help me, it would be really...
Twilar! Kolak says that I have to return to my home planet of Twilar immediately. So we'll just say goodbye this time until next time, boys and girls, when you turn on your TV sets and hear... Look, everyone!
As it turned out, Stan's mother wasn't so bad after all.
Please, the woman wasn't human. I think she ate mice.
Hello? Charlie! Hey, everyone, it's Charlie Jr.
Liz. Only problem is, this year I don't think I'm going to make it.
What's the matter? Aren't you feeling well?
I ran away from the home to make the trip, and I think they're just about to catch up with me.
Are you Anna Egerman?
Which of you was Fidel's girlfriend?
Oh! My God! He had his burro hitched to every bedpost in town.
But that's good news, girls. That means your cheap animal like Lust didn't have anything to do with killing Fidel.
One more thing. Your boyfriend was looking for you.
Sam? He wheeled himself out here just to see me?
Yeah. I don't get it. He must see a side of you that's hidden from the rest of the world. Like the dark side of the moon.
You're just jealous because you know you can never have me.
I'd like to check on my husband, Mr. Karp. Prostate surgery?
Nothing yet, but he'll be fine. I went through it myself 20 years ago.
You had prostate surgery?
What, do I look like, a cross-dresser? My husband had the surgery. I was the one who went through it.
Age. Well, we didn't. But it wasn't because I didn't try. Oh. I can still remember the night of the big rally before the homecoming game. Oh, there stood Ham, just handsome as ever. I walked over to him and asked him the one question that had been burning on my tongue for the last 4 years. Ham. Hi, girls.
How'd it go, Blanche?
Oh, I just found out I'm the most boring person alive.
Did something happen to Regis Philbin?
No. I was listing my accomplishments for the St. Olaf Woman of the Year, and it wasn't until I saw them in black and tomorrow I'll stand in front of the entire town and be crowned St. Olaf Woman of the Year.
Are you Rose Nyland?
Yes.
Oh, it's an honor to drive the woman that beat out Emma Immerhofer for St. Olaf Woman of the Year.
I beat Emma?
Yeah, we thought she'd be a shoo-in, running a...
I think your mother's faking, too. But what if she isn't? Just try putting yourself in her position. Do you know how much it hurts to have someone you love not trust you?
I sure do.
Rose, I was about to tell a story.
I want to tell one.
Dorothy?
Boy, this is a no-win situation. But go ahead, Blanche.
Well, fine.
I think he was French or something. He was always sneering and he wore a beret.
We were never allowed to wear berets when I was in high school. It was against the St. Olaf dress code. They did let me wear a paper cap a lot. It was long and pointy.
I think.
Listen, Stanley, you're not going to get away with this. I know you're just doing it for the settlement.
What makes you think I'm not doing it out of love for Sophia?
Because you are a liar, a cheat, and a scuzzball.
Sure, dwell on the negative. Sophia, we've got a major problem. The insurance company won't...
Who's talking to you?
Dorothy, I spoke to your Aunt Regina in Sicily this morning to tell her about the wedding. She told me I'm in for some very bad luck unless I have the blessing of my eldest daughter or my child with the most facial hair. Either way, all arrows point to you.
Please be serious. You're just saying that so I won't set you up with any more women.
No, Blanche.
Well, then you're saying it because you're trying to get back at me for something.
Blanche.
Clay, I know you too well for this. After all, I know it can't be true. You're my brother.
It's true.
Real goober.
Rose.
And don't think I wouldn't say that right to her face. Of course, I'd have to stand on a chair. It's her, isn't it?
Now, Dorothy, don't you be mad at Rose. She's only saying what...
That feather from Vito meant he's somewhere down here in Miami. So now it's up to me to take care of him.
Oh, Ma, come on. Do you really expect us to believe that you're going to go through with this?
Believe what you want, Dorothy. Sicilians take these things very seriously.
What?
Well, my wife never remarried after the divorce, and I never stopped loving her, Rose.
I see.
Now, Rose, I have to give this a shot. I really think I can make things work.
Oh, I hope you can, Ernie.
I know this is sudden, but it's something I really need to try.
Well, I understand. We
left Brooklyn.
Yep, I hid it under the seat when I was loading the suitcases. Happy Valentine's Day, Sophia.
I think this is what I was trying to explain to Papa. Come here, you big lug.
Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
Papa, what was that? Disagreed with his review of The Accidental Tourist. Willard apologized and left the studio. Officially, they're saying he's on assignment.
Well, at least some good came of it. I mean, it's about time someone threw up on Gene Shaw.
Afternoon.
No, it's true. This is my teacher. He's been coaching me in the evenings.
I see. And is there anything else that you feel we're entitled to know before we kiss you and the $3,000 goodbye?
You'll get your money back. I'm gonna fight tomorrow. I need that purse in case I get injured. Before I start this piece, I just have one question to ask. Do I play the violin?
Oh, no.
I'm afraid I can't remember the piece I'm supposed to play. Look, this happens sometimes after a fight. Can I come back tomorrow?
I'm afraid not. You won't be eligible again until...
Do we not die?
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That was the finest audition for the acting school that we've seen all week. Congratulations.
I'm so glad Pepe has the opportunity to be an actor.
Why? When was the last time?
Can. We're not proving anything by sitting here any longer. We might as well all go.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Does this mean that you're giving up when you've gotten this far?
No, it means I can see the sun coming up over the Donaldson's house. It's morning. We made it.
He's right.
Oh, that's wonderful. Oh, congratulations. I bet you feel better.
We don't even look like ourselves.
What's your point?
Ma, you are not helping matters. We are trying to think of a way we can make ourselves look better for that party.
Okay, let me think. It's too bad we're not back home. There's no place like Sicily.
Why do you say that, Sophia?
Because in Sicily, I could solve this whole problem.
Hang-ups in 2 days.
Miss Know-It-All, for your information, it takes 3 days.
So what did it do for you?
I've learned a hell of a lot about what makes Stanley run. Why I'm so reluctant to make commitments, why I can't keep friends, why all my business ventures seem to fail. I finally have an answer.
Hey, for needy, sexy people.
I just heard on TV the airports are closed. There's a big hurricane headed this way. They want everyone to stay just where they are.
That means that we could be trapped together for days.
Oh, Jesus.
Soul, but you people don't. That's a beautiful thing. You also have the most gorgeous hair in the world. Even when it's humid.
Well, please, let Dr. Chang read.
It's okay, Mrs. Zabornak. I'm finished. You've seen some wonderful doctors, but I really can't agree with their...
You didn't tell them that, did you, Rose?
I didn't have a chance. Before I could tell them my qualifications, they told me I was too old.
Well, they can't do that. That is age discrimination. Rose, you can fight this.
What do you mean? What should I do?
Does this mean no cookies?
Well, as long as we own them.
Blanche, did you really start shaving at 11? That seems so young.
Oh, I did it on a dare. You know, back where I come from, everybody thought that once you started shaving your legs, why, you'd become loose. So I shaved them.
Oh, this place is fantastic. I feel like I did when I was 20.
You mean unmarried and pregnant?
Blanche, look around. Isn't this wonderful?
Meet my friend Martha Lamont's table and try not to fall in love.
Miss Lamont is waiting for you at the bar.
Oh, good. With luck, she found somebody who'll pay for dinner. Martha, you look terrific. Are those new knee highs?
It's a new attitude. Eat, drink, and be merry.
Blanche, you want me to drive you to the hospital?
Oh, no.
I'm not sure that it's a good idea for you to drive yourself.
I'm not sure that I'm gonna go.
What do you mean you're not sure you're going?
Oh, I just have some other things I have to do.
But Blanche, if something bad happened to somebody I care about, I'd be...
Oh, my God, what's happened? Is he all right?
He'll be okay. I just hate seeing him like this.
Oh, are you a relative?
I'm his wife.
His wife? He told...
$1 and free root canal work.
You're a dentist.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you $25,000 and free root canal work.
You're a dentist, too.
No, but I really want this car.
Mail call. Me.
Oh, how they get over the slightest little thing.
And?
And Dr. Worrywart wants me to check into the hospital for more tests.
Dorothy, have you been fooling around with my Tip O'Neill calendar?
No, Ma, I haven't.
Come on! I'm missing March. It's the month where he's playing volleyball with Jesse Helm.
Oh, that there's a part of me that nobody's ever seen.
I find that hard to believe.
If a 5,000-year-old Indian shows up, tell him I want to know more about his people.
Can I still hang out with my friends?
No.
Wrong answer.
Ma, I'm not being arbitrary. I am worried about you. All your friends are in their 80s. You're driving at night, sometimes in bad weather. You go to restaurants and eat spicy food, and then you're sick for 3 days. I'm sorry, Ma, I just can't say yes.
What did you say?
I said, okie dokie.
Okay. Okay, I can't believe it. After all these years of being sensitive, I barge in here like some macho jerk, and I get exactly what I want.
Oh, Miles, I find this side of you very exciting.
You're right, Dorothy. I was with the wrong crowd. By the way, if anyone asks, I was here last night.
Isn't that interesting?
Uh-huh.
I guess that means that we're 40% of who we were, 4 years ago.
Dorothy.
Yes. Actually, on the top of the list, and maybe I shouldn't be on the list.
So, I guess this is it, huh?
I guess so.
I still love you, Dorothy.
I love you, too.
What you about even with John McEnroe. Except McEnroe knows when to stop.
Come on, Ma.
She's right. Don't you remember the time? How could you forget? There are towels I could find.
Put him around the bucket in case the leak spreads.
Wait a minute, Rose. Is that my Cabana Club beach towel you have there?
Is it this one with the naked man and woman being...
See. Oh, what did I ever see in that man?
Don't blame yourself. You were young, you were carefree. You were just one of those girls who marries the first guy who knocks her up.
Gee, this is really cool.
Yeah, I see that you've met...
Stanley.
Since 1967.
Let's go.
Sophia, Esther would have appreciated you being here.
I love that woman. She was the best, which is why she deserved a better husband instead of a miserable, no-good, low-life sleazeball.
Sophia.
You know, when I was a little kid, I got angry with my mother and father, and I imagined that I had different parents.
Oh, who?
Well, it's really silly.
Oh, come on now, who?
Tell us.
Well, my dad was Errol Flynn. And my mother was Amelia Earhart. I wanted Dad all to myself.
Woods, they practically gave grades away.
Blanche, in your neck of the woods, men named Bubba get into law school. Look, Blanche, it's time that somebody took a stand. I mean, it's time that somebody made a difference in Kevin's life.
Oh, Rose. Honey, did you make the call?
Blanche, I appreciate you giving me the dental examiner.
Like the fatal blossom of the graceful Jimson weed, I entice with my fragrance but can provide no succor.
I'm talking about Stanley, you idiot.
Get out of here. Stan has the hots for me.
Dating Stan?
I am not, and I don't need to rehearse.
Oh, I think it's a good idea, Dorothy. If you like, I'll be Stan.
Beat it. I already got dibs on Stan. You be Dorothy.
Don't be stupid. Besides, Rose ought to be Dorothy.
No thanks. But I'll play Stan.
I have a certain Scandinavian nitwit hiding in the closet with a camera.
Wouldn't it be better if I hid in the closet?
Yes, Rose, I suppose it would.
But do you really think you can get him to remove the neck brace?
Oh, please, I once got a man to crawl out of a full body cast.
Ooh, I'm so scared. What is she gonna do? Take away my self-denial privileges?
Ma!
Pussycat, what are you doing here?
Oh, I just missed you and wanted to say hi and see how you're doing.
I'm doing fine. 10-day celibate.
I'm busy.
Busy? It's sunny, isn't it?
No, I'm just confused. I need time to think.
You take all the time you need. But before I go, I want you to know something. I'm so glad we had this time together. Just to have a laugh or sing.
Again. I told you when he calls, take the message and throw it out. I'm back to my old self. Blanche Devereaux has returned.
Oh boy, strike up the gland.
How rude. You think she'd feel sorry for me?
To tell you the truth, I don't feel sorry for you either.
All right, girls. I want to present Blanche Devereaux's latest creation. I took an 84-year-old woman and made her look like a 65-year-old drag queen. Now, wait a minute. Don't think I don't know what you all are getting at. You think the advice I gave was bad just because it devastated 4 lives.
Blanche, when are you going to realize you have to be responsible? This isn't a game. You're playing around with the emotions of real human beings.
I've made a decision. I'm gonna go see Tony.
Don't do that. Now you have him right where you...
Am I fat?
Dorothy, I seriously want to know, am I fat?
Well, of course not. Oh, this guy Rex is ruining your self-esteem. Did he say that you're fat?
Not in so many words, but I am starting to wonder whether barrel butt is really a term of endearment.
Oh. Ma, Stan gave me an engagement ring.
I see. Excuse me.
Looking to me? Well, like you.
Don't you see, Mr. Porter, you're not listening to these people. I mean, you're only as old as you feel, and you're making them feel old. And Pussycat, you make me feel old, too. You make me feel like I can't make my own choices.
Ma, I worry about you. And everything I did... No, not me, not me.
Oh, Dorothy,
No,
please.
I'm not good at this.
Oh, but this is a pretend microphone. It's really just a hairbrush.
All right, Rose, ready? Go.
This is Rose Nyland. We're here chatting with my good friend Dorothy Zbornak.
I'm anywhere they... Hey, I do have it pretty good. Now, if I could just get you to crack the window when you lock me in the car.
Ma, stop it now. I want you to behave yourself. We're here to give Rose moral support on her big day, and I don't want you doing or saying anything to embarrass her.
Hi, girls.
Oh, hi, Rose.
This is...
I can't believe he left someone like you.
He left someone else like me?
No, I mean you. That he left you.
Oh. Okay.
I should be more clear.
That'd be great.
Can you tell me?
I thought he'd come back, and when he didn't, well, I was afraid if you knew the truth, you'd never forgive me. It's water under the bridge. What's the big deal?
Stanley Zbornak, Ma. That's the big deal. When John didn't show up that night, I lost all my self-esteem. And when Stan asked me out 2 weeks later, I said yes. Oh, Ma. Oh, this brings back so many memories. The time I was 5.
Bad idea.
Ma, you all right?
I'm fine. I just panicked for a minute.
Dorothy, here's something that'll get your mind off Stan. According to my calculations, allowing for overhead tonight brought in a grand total of $50. No, $500. No, $5,000. $50,000.
Actually, I'm glad to have the opportunity to talk about the pilot because when I was living in London, I'd watch American television. I'd watch Mary Tyler Moore, and especially soap. I noticed the work of a certain person, and I said, God, if I had the opportunity to have that kind of material and those kind of actors, I'd like to think that's how I would do it. And I would check the credits all the time, and it was all...
This whole thing is just unbelievable. Kendall, you're not dead. I didn't kill anybody.
And I didn't take any silverware.
Does this mean I'm still in the running for the job?
Of course you are.
Well, okay. This is Jerry Kennedy saying good night, and remember, wherever there's news, I'll be here.
I suppose I did. Suppose I do. I do love you, Stan.
I love you, Ma. Ah, this is great. But I want you to understand this is just the first step. Doctor, you are a genius.
As much as that does sweeten the pot. I still didn't mean it that way.
I get it, okay. Forget it, I don't need you. I've had hundreds of women. Okay, magazines.
Angelo.
Living for the day, pussycat. I never jumped into a haystack before.
Ma!
Geronimo!
My God. Dorothy, is she okay?
Yeah, I think so. Rose.
A very special message. And she doesn't even want me to tell her about it.
You could tell me about it, Sophia.
Really?
Oh, yes, I'd love to hear it.
Picture it. Heaven. 2 days ago. I'm holding on to Sal, telling him I'll never let go. When who shows up?
You're right, Blanche. These naked southern guys sure can dance. I don't think she's coming down, Rose. You know, I have a good mind to just strand her here. Can you believe that woman?
Hey, Dorothy. Look, Dorothy, you don't have to believe all of this, but stop trying to take it away from me. I'm going to bed. Good night, Spumoni face.
What did you call me?
Spumoni face.
Wow, I mean, I haven't heard that since I was 7 years old.
What? I'm here for my eyes.
Oh, thank God you're not going to die. Oh, and don't worry, I can be your eyes.
Oh, sweetheart, my eyes are fine. It's just the bags underneath them.
Then I can be your bags.
Rose, sweetheart, you don't understand. I'm here for cosmetic.
Maybe I'm being a little too subtle here. Give me your hand, Marvin. Now, what do you feel?
A medic alert tag?
It's my heart. Can't you feel it pounding?
Would anyone here
Get
care
out,
for
get
an
out, get out!
with this travesty of an idea?
She's not going to be living with us, is she?
Marvin, I hope you're not boring Sophia with all those photos.
Oh, he's not. I'm enjoying it.
Here's one taken when we first met. Oh, Sarah, tell them the story.
Oh, they don't want to hear that.
Another story. I'll tell you about it when you're, about 70.
I'll be here.
So will I, pussycat. So will I.
dogs at his place. Well, he didn't want to make a big deal of it. He said he could try to pass them off as shellfish and sell them out of the back of his trunk. But I thought it was a great story, and so did my boss. In fact, he's putting it on tonight's news.
Rose, please tell me you're kidding.
My boss said he wanted to expose Angelo's land.
Why you just and nobody else but you. I want to be loved by you.
I am totally vulnerable, taking a chance. I am so proud of me. You know, that would have devastated the old me. But the new me?
If you'd marry me, you'd make me the happiest woman in the world.
I think I'm going to cry.
The women here.
I like that in a man. I'm Blanche, and I have lovely eyes.
I'm Derek, and the pleasure is mine.
Derek, listen, before we go any further, there's something I have to know.
Yes?
Are the English really as bad in bed as they say?
A dream.
Well, pardon me while I play the grand piano.
All for one.
And one for all.
Wait a minute, what about Ma?
Thank you, pussycat.
We'll have to get a sitter.
No more sitters. We're still in litigation with the last one.
She bit me first.